Welcome, Miss Kansas biology class. Today is a short recording for lesson 12. Please be sure to watch this recording and then complete any assignments that you need to do. To start out with, I want to ask you, a virus, is it a non-living entity or not? What do you think? True or false? I hope you picked false. A virus is a non-living entity. And I know we've talked about this before earlier in biology, and we're going to start bringing it up today as we talk about how organisms can defend themselves. So our I can statements for today are to describe how organisms defend themselves, including explaining the structure and function of the immune system, and I can state the role of the skin in providing non-specific defenses against infections. And you might have heard the term germs a lot, and the scientific word for germs is pathogens. All organisms must protect themselves against pathogens. Some of those examples are bacteria, fungi, and viruses. And now, not all bacteria and fungus is bad. 99% of those listed bacteria are harmless, but 1% of them can cause some serious problems. And those are the pathogens. So here's some things I want you to think about. There are several places that you can touch or visit every day that have more germs than your bathroom toilet. Can you think of them? Grab a piece of paper and write this down, and then we'll check it out at the end. What has 10 times more pathogen than your toilet? Give it your best shot. See what you think. What has 100 times more pathogens than a toilet? How about 200 times more pathogens than a toilet? Any idea what has 400 times more pathogens than a toilet? What is the dirtiest household item you can handle? Check it out. See what you think. So number 1 is cell phones. Number 2, 100 times more pathogens, is the restaurant menu. Number 3, ready for this? Number 3, 200 times more pathogens than a toilet. That is your computer keyboard. 400 times more pathogens than a toilet, that would be an office desk. And the dirtiest household item that you can handle would be your TV remote. So now when you're feeling those germs come on in your house and that sickness, you know exactly what you can do to help clean it up. You can clean up those items and it will help reduce the pathogens in your home. So what types of protection systems does your body have? List on your notes. What are some of the protection systems that you think humans have? You might want to pause this because I won't be able to take very long to pause. All right, let's look at our first lines of defense. We have the skin, mucous membranes, inflammatory response, fever, and the immune system, which is our last resort. Let's start with the skin. This is our first defense that our body has. It's a barrier from the inside and the outside of the body. It secretes a substance that can kill pathogens. Do you know what that substance is? Did you say sweat? So sweat is a little acidic, and so some pathogens are not able to survive in acidic environments. So it can kill off some pathogens that way. The second line of defense is our mucous membranes. Germs can be inhaled, but they can get stuck in the sticky substances around the openings of our body, like our nose, our mouth, and our eyes, and it will trap them all there. The third is our inflammatory response. Most of you have probably had experience with this when you get a cut, or maybe there's something that's warm and red to the touch. So an invader can find its way in, and our body will respond by sending out an inflammatory response. Our fourth is fevers. Our body temperature can rise and we can start to feel yucky. Some bacteria are sensitive to temperature change. So the rise in temperature can prevent pathogens from replicating. What is your normal body temperature? What do you think? What temperature is considered harmful? Did you write 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit? That's about our normal, 98.6, 98.7. It's dangerous about 103. At that point, if you can't bring your fever down, you really need to seek medical assistance. Our fifth defense mechanism is the immune response. And it's composed of different types of cells that specialize in recognizing and destroying pathogens or the bad bacteria, fungi, or viruses. And I'm going to introduce the term to you, antigens. You're going to want to write that down. We will talk about it again. So this allows for the immune system to recognize our body cells and those that are not our body cells so that it can help destroy pathogens. So your body has this way to tag cells to recognize them as your own cells or as foreign cells. And then these special cells will come in to fight pathogens called white blood cells. You've probably seen that before and even seen it abbreviated as WBC. These white blood cells can produce antibodies that will protect your body from different pathogens. All right, so let's check out. Put these answers in your notes. See how we're doing in our understanding. You are really feeling yucky. You're feeling very warm and are beginning to sweat. You take your temperature and it says that it is 102 degrees Fahrenheit. What type of response is this? Why does your body respond this way? Did you write fever? This is a defense. Temperature can kill different toxins and germs. Let's try another one. You cut yourself yesterday. Now you notice that the scab is very red and warm to the touch. What type of response is this called? What has happened to cause the scab to become warm to the touch? Did you write inflammatory response? So fighting off germs that can enter the body. Your body is trying to heal, and that will cause you to have that scab over your body. And it might be warm to the touch as it is responding to the body's need for healing. Let's try this one out. You have noticed that your nose has been running. See, mine is. I'm having an allergy response. So you have noticed that your nose is running and you've been coughing up a lot of phlegm. What type of response is that called? Why does your body have mucous membranes? Did you write down mucous membranes? We have these mucous membranes to trap germs. It's nonspecific. It will trap everything that gets caught in there. A great job. Let's look at one more situation. The pathogens has entered your body. The white blood cells in your body are fighting off the plant pathogen. This type of response is called, what do you think? What are white blood cells that fight off the pathogens called? All right, I hope you wrote immune response. This is immune response, and the white blood cells that fight off pathogens are called antibodies. If you need to go through this again, please feel free to rewind it and take some more notes. So your homework for today is to read the lesson 412, Organisms Defense, and take the quiz. This is a great time to check for any missing assignments. Remember that the Unit 4 review sheet is available. You get 5 extra credit points for completing it, and it will help you on your test. It will be due on Wednesday, April 26th by 5:30 p.m. The test will be 4/17, 5 days away, April 27th, which will be due by 11:59. If you have any questions or concerns, please email your teacher and ask them so that you can get the help you need. Have a great day.